It's the money.
I think our society has an untold obsession with success. We're obsessed with the idea of success and prestige. And worst of all, we give ourselves time anxiety when we think that we aren't becoming successful fast enough. We think we're already too late and we're already behind. Let's take a look at this interesting post that I came across on the subreddit RCS Career Questions. Part of it reads, "Got an awesome internship at an interesting company? Well, it wasn't FANG, so who cares? Got a FANG internship? Well, it wasn't one of the good FANGs, so if you really think about it, you really didn't accomplish anything. Got into a good FANG? Well, the other intern works on his own startup idea when he goes home. Why aren't you working on your own startup idea? Do you even have a startup idea? Are you even trying?" I was debating on whether or not I should actually make this video. This is something that I deal with personally, so talking about it requires me to be a bit vulnerable, which is a little bit weird to do on camera. I'm just not used to doing that. Being obsessed with success prestige is this thing where you don't realize it until your life is consumed by it. I'm doing this just for the success and prestige. That's all I want. I don't really even want the thing. Being obsessed with success and prestige pretty much meant that whatever I did, it doesn't matter the value that it brings, but if it doesn't get me on the cover of TechCrunch or on the cover of Forbes magazine, then it's really not worth doing. I want to build the next social media app, not because I have a problem that I think, or I notice a problem that I think I can address better, or I have some unique market approach to doing things, but I want to build a next social media app just because I want to be the cool tech entrepreneur that people love, and they could be like, oh yeah, he's a cool guy, he built that thing, and just to say that I built something. Being obsessed with success and prestige has led me to literally try to start up 3 podcasts at one time just for them all to fail, just because I thought it was a quick way to get to the top charts of the iTunes most playlists or whatever. So here we go. This is our first episode.
Yeah, what are we called?
We were Sex, Love, and Rubber Gloves. And I think part of the problem is that when we describe success feels like a state. It feels like something that you reach to, and once you get there, you're done. And that seems to be how it's defined a lot, just in the media and online. And it doesn't also help that being in a tech world, this success is glorified. So, we think of the young startup founders. Everyone who's in their 20s has their own startup by now. So if you're 25 and don't have a startup, well, you pretty much, you're dried up. You're old news, which is not the case. But, depending on the media that you consume, or at least the media I consume, makes it definitely feel that way. But I think when I came across this post on RCS Career Questions, it really struck me that, number one, this was on a computer science subreddit, which makes me wonder, is this an issue within tech, or is this a bigger issue? But also, it was good being able to see someone else who deals with this thing, and maybe this felt me like I wasn't alone. Sorry guys, I just want to interrupt the video real quickly because I was just taking a break from editing to watch this documentary, Less Is Now, on Netflix about minimalism. But there's this one scene where the main host says something that's literally the topic of this video and is super relevant. I just want to play it real quick.
I realized I was so focused on so-called success and achievement, and especially on the accumulation of stuff. I'm not even living the American dream.
I think the other side to this argument is that when you are perceived as being successful, people treat you differently. I think there's a reality to that. You can even look on YouTube and see that your YouTubers who have a certain number of subscribers are suddenly seen as successful or seen as like they've made it somewhere, and people interact with them differently than when they had 1,000 subscribers. And also, there might be a psychological element to this too. I was reading a study that was published by University of Berkeley, which pretty much looked at how people look at their status. And the interesting thing is that for most people, status is competitive. So as long as they have a better status than their neighbors or their colleagues, even if their own status is low, that's all they care about, just having that better status. So when I look at this, it's hard for me to ignore these feelings of chasing success and prestige, and as a society for us to do this. But I also just wonder, when's enough enough? I mean, it's crazy that when we do things, it's all about the next achievement, the next success. It's all about the next thing. It's not about what do you really want to do. And that's just something which I've been struggling with. And I will say, look, there are people who don't struggle with this. My boyfriend, I talked to him about this a lot, and he's not this type of person. He's like, yeah, I just do what I want. There's a lot of people who are like that. Whereas there are a lot of people who are like me, who are like, nope, if it's not, if it doesn't amount to something, then it's nothing. But I think the thing that's been helping for me in order to mitigate these feelings is when I do an activity, even if it's creating YouTube videos here, I ask myself, am I doing this because I like this? Am I doing this because it's bringing me value or it's bringing me happiness? Or am I doing this just thinking about the results, saying, well, I'm doing this because I think it's going to lead to 1 million subs, or I'm writing this book because I think it'll win me a Nobel Prize, or, am I doing it just for those values, or I'm doing it because I actually love the craft? And I think that plays a major difference in how you tackle things. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's just my kind of random vlog, my random spiel of this. If you feel the same way, if you can relate to this, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this type of videos, just let me know too. Maybe I'll do more of these videos. Definitely have a lot of ideas I could talk about. But yeah, just let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Go hit that thumbs up button. Go subscribe if you want to see more content. And as always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for another galvanizing video. Thanks.